Oh
Don't
gosh.
want
Oh
a lot
jeez.
for Christmas. There is just one thing I need.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about the presents
Really?
underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas
Oh no.
is you. I took a lot of creative liberties there. But you know what? Holiday spirit. I don't want a lot for Christmas. Hey Maggie, how are you?
Hey Brandon, Merry Christmas Eve Eve.
It's Merry Christmas Eve Eve. We're recording on Tuesday, Christmas Eve Eve.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Welcome to the Shade of It All. I'm Brandon.
I'm Maggie.
And we're here to talk about the latest episode of Potomac, of course. But before, Maggie, how are you doing?
I'm swell. How are
Love.
you?
I'm swell too.
Ready for Christmas?
I am, I'm ready for the holidays. My brother's coming into town tomorrow, so that's fun.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, so we'll be able to see him. Shout out to
Do you have
Damon.
plans?
Yes, at night we're going to our aunt's for Christmas Eve, and having dinner there and stuff like that. So that should be fun. Yeah, and then Christmas, I think we're going to my parents. He's only here till Saturday though. But
Oh, okay.
so,
That's
getting
that's
together.
like half the week.
Yeah. So family time, family time. You got anything exciting planned for Christmas?
No, I'm just gonna chill. I'm
I love
excited to do
that.
that though. I usually do a bunch of stuff and like try to go see people, but this year I just want to lay low in my own house
You
and
said my
do close
Christmas
to
gift to
nothing.
myself is staying
Mm-hmm.
home.
Because the fire pit recently started working. We have a fire pit at our apartment complex. Have you
Oh,
noticed?
I did. I have seen people out there recently.
Yeah, and Obi and I used to go out there and make s'mores. So we plan to
Oh,
do that. And then just maybe watch Christmas movies. I'm gonna watch Stranger Things when it drops on Christmas Day and just chill.
oh,
Maybe
is it dropping on
open a new
Christmas
book.
Day?
Like, I guess the rest of it. They dropped like 4 episodes, and I think they're gonna drop the rest on Christmas Day.
Okay, that's
I'm
exciting.
very excited for that. So yeah, it's gonna be a chill Christmas this year.
I love that. That's so fun. I love that for you. Yeah,
Hmm.
as we get older, I feel like Christmas, it kind of loses the magic.
Oh yeah,
And
the
like
magic's been lost.
it has. And it's just kind of like it's not that the holidays are necessarily depressing, they're just not as exciting. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like as they were when you were a child, for sure.
Hmm.
Definitely not.
Now it's just
But
like we're old, we still gotta work, and we have to pay bills, and
yeah, and
everyone's
I
busy.
right, and I think a lot of people feel that because it was such a big deal when you were young, and then when
Hmm.
you're older, it comes around and it's like, oh yeah, Christmas. But I
Yeah.
imagine maybe if I wonder, even with kids, it's not magical for you, it's magical for them. So I
Right.
wonder. I wonder.
How did you find out Santa wasn't real?
I think I kind of always knew.
I love that.
I think I was always a knower because I remember seeing my parents shop and I was like, nothing's new under here. Because I remember seeing one movie where it was like one gift under the tree that the person didn't know about, and it was from Santa. And I was always looking like, I don't see no gifts from Santa. I saw my parents buy all of these.
I was a witness to these purchases.
Yes. I asked specifically, and we went to the store together, and I had to like wait till Christmas to open it. Did
That's
you
funny.
believe ever?
I did, but I did notice that Santa and my mom had the same penmanship. And so I clocked it maybe third or fourth grade.
I love how you notice your mom's hand. It's the handwriting that did it.
She has very distinct handwriting because she's also like a lefty
Hmm.
and she does her S's a certain way. So it's just like I could just tell.
That's
Um,
funny.
But then I officially found out the next year when I found the gifts, and I had to pretend that that was when I found out because I kind of kept it to myself the first year I found out. And then the second
Yeah.
year, I was just like, oh no, I found the gifts. That's how I found out.
Your brothers didn't ruin it for you at all?
They didn't, which is
Oh, that's
nice of them.
nice.
It's good that
Yeah.
they did something right for me.
At
Uh,
least they let me believe in Santa.
they did. But yeah, but regardless, Christmas is a good time. Her family are relaxing, so we're just thankful for the holidays.
Yeah, and I hope everyone listening is enjoying it or has enjoyed it if you're listening after Christmas.
Yes.
A very Merry Christmas from the shade of it all.
A very merry,
Happy
very
holidays.
shady Christmas to you all.
Yes.
uh, should we jump into this episode of Potomac?
Let's do it, Brandon, because there's this episode was a thickums. There
It
was a
was a
lot.
lot. It didn't start off a lot. It ended heavy.
Hmm.
And I rewatched today.
Oh yeah.
I did. I got a haircut today too, if anyone notices.
Oh, I can't even. What'd you do?
I did
Oh,
I did
you're right here is
I did the
yeah. Okay.
sides, got a little trim.
Okay.
It's we're
Okay,
still keeping it
sir.
long. It's a little
Okay,
modest, little
go.
trim, little trim, little trim. Um But we did that, and then I rewatched the episode, because I felt like we watched it last night on the Patreon. Shout out to our Patreon for $3 a month. Y'all can do weekly live watch parties with us, at the shade of it all. But so I wanted to rewatch to take some light notes. But yeah, the ending, it just was just as intense as the first time when we watched it.
Yeah, yeah, I bet. I was thinking about rewatching just to watch the end, and I was like, I don't need to see that again. I'm good.
I don't need to bear witness to this.
But
Um,
Brandon,
yes.
what is the definition of eviction? Do we know?
Siri says, um,
According to
expulsion,
Siri.
ejection, with her
According
little
to
top hat. Ashley, shut up. Go to hell. I can't. I hate her.
Siri.
Yes, because the episode starts at the Potomac and Ponies party, and they're questioning Angel about her having to move back to Colorado and out of her house. And then they're like, oh, what is the definition of an eviction? And they're still kind of like just giving her shit about being evicted, even though I don't think she was evicted. It's just the time ran up in her Airbnb, is what it seems.
Well, that's what she's saying. Do you believe that?
I just don't know. The thing is, she's being odd about it. And like, I don't know. Like, do I think she was evicted? I don't see why she would be evicted. Like, I
I
feel
don't see
like,
why either, but I also don't see why she's moving so suddenly.
yeah, it's just odd. Like, I need to, like, there's something missing. Um, but
It smells like eviction.
it doesn't not.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's ambiguous, but we're interested in understanding what exactly happened to her.
Yeah, only because I feel like they could afford it. So I don't know if it's like, just eviction makes it seem like they couldn't afford it. And I'm like, I feel
Yes,
like they could have, but
definitely.
maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Are they paying for that um Colorado home? I'm sure they are. He like played in the NFL for what, like 10 years?
Yeah,
I'm
they
sure
have
they're
to
loaded.
be. Yeah.
Um which I'm excited next week to finally see that nice house.
Yeah.
Um but Ashley does ask her if she moved into this area to be in this group. And she's like, "Why would I do that?" And it's like, well, to be on the show, which is fine.
Because in her confessional, she's like, you think I moved to Potomac to hang out with Gizelle and Ashley? No, stupid. We think you moved to Potomac to be on the Real Housewives of Potomac, which is fine. People do that. People have
Yeah,
done that.
they
Like,
do it
it's
all the
no.
time.
So I also don't even understand why they're asking her. Like, okay, and
It's like a weird thing people will do, just like, oh, are you only here to be on the show? It's like, yeah, it's on the 10th season. Like, people want to be on the show.
yeah, and
Like,
they might
please.
uproot their lives and move for the show.
Yeah. And her connection to the group is genuine, at least. She's been best friends with Kei for 20
Okay,
years. So it's not like
yeah,
there's no connection.
fair.
But anyways, it cuts to Eddie telling the husbands that his 15-year anniversary with Wendy is coming up and she wants a new ring. Because that other one was stolen, remember?
Yeah, and because they have money.
They have
For
money.
day. They're rich, rich. He
They have
said,
a
"Are
lot of
you
money.
rich, rich?"
Charisse randomly approaches Stacy, and Stacy's like, "Hello, nice to see you.
Nice lingerie.
How dare you come up to me in lingerie? Be gone."
that
I love that.
that outfit was a little different.
It was. I'm like, Charisse, what are we trying to do? Theimo leaves after 30 minutes. 30,
32.
32
32,
minutes.
Brandon. Don't cut him
I'll give him the
short.
two. I'll give him the two. 32. I was rounding down. I was um, but he does want to pursue a friendship with Wendy and Eddie.
Yeah, because she like Stacy brings Eddie and them over to Timo, and she's like, Timo's leaving, but we do want you to know that we want to formally announce that we would officially like to announce that we will be friends. Like, I don't understand what the plot, like, why?
It's just to
Timo's leaving and he wants you to know he's gonna be your friend.
just be like, hey, he's leaving, and like we want to get together soon. We
You
want
know
to
what it's kind of giving?
what?
Like, have you seen those videos where it's like you have to parent your girlfriend and it's like a girl acting like super awkward and she's like
Yes.
sitting on her lap? It's like,
And she's like, oh,
okay,
she needs to eat now or something.
say bye, say hi. Like, that's what it's giving.
That
Like,
really
Timo,
is.
these are your friends, okay, Timo? We like them. Even though I said something different before, I want you to be their friend. And Timo's like, hello,
Today we
goodbye.
like them.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Anyways, yeah, it's just a lot. I'm a little like, I'm not where Giselle's at, where she's like, why are we catering to him and like all this? But I am a little like, I just don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool, y'all will be friends. Like, Wendy and Eddie are gonna have other things to worry about soon. So I
Yeah,
don't
it's
really
just
care that Stacy and Timo want to be friends.
right. And it's like his umpteenth awkward moment.
Yeah.
Gizelle said he looked like part of the staff.
I thought he was part of the rec center staff. Uh, they start to play games, and then Sharice's son Jackson arrives, and we learn that him and Ashley shared a kiss, which I could have gone my whole life without
Pregnant
learning that.
pause. Me too. Ashley is an oversharer.
Very
Shares too
much so.
much.
And it's also she really wanted to share it because when they cut to the flashback of like her with Gizelle and Charisse when she wanted to, like the mere mention of her son, Ashley was just like, oh,
Mhm. With a smile.
yeah. And it's just like, okay, like, so you really want to like say this.
Even in her confessional where she explained the story, she was so like, yeah, so he like, it was raining and so he walked me to my door and then he grabbed my hand and then he kissed me.
It's like, all
It's
right,
like, I would have taken that
cool.
to my grave. That's weird. That's weird.
Very. That's like your friend's son. And he's like 27, but like still, it's just weird.
Yeah, the age is fine. Like you're both consenting adults. It's just a little weird. I would find it weird if my friend was like having some kind of relationship with my child. That's weird.
Yeah. I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? There's so
What are
many
you
other
doing?
people.
Literally.
Uh, so then Angel and Tia start to talk about her like house situation, and Angel saying how she feels the type of way about how the ladies are questioning her, and Giselle's like, okay, I know you have a lot to talk about, but we're playing games. So you shut
And
up.
and Angel doesn't really get a word in. I kind of felt bad for her here. She's like, I'm actually going through like a hard time. And Giselle's like, woohoo! Beep, like with
We
a
have a
whistle.
three-legged race to do. There's a tug of war.
And she didn't participate. Angel didn't participate in the first couple of games.
She didn't. Yeah, again, they're making us feel bad for Angel. And I'm like, we like Angel is being weird, but it's just like y'all are not helping.
Yeah, it's like I'm sure in her head she's like everyone's punching bag, but it's really not that deep. Like they were picking on you in the beginning of the season because that's just kind of what they do.
Hmm.
They pick on everybody, especially the new people.
Oh yeah.
And then you had something bad happen and they're doing it again. But I bet it feels like it's constant, but it's not. Like you
Yeah.
never hashed it out with them. You never spoke to any of them. You never maybe had she done a little bit of that, they'd be easing up on her a little bit. But
Hmm.
basically you're the stranger that they get to pick on, which I don't think is okay, by the way. I'm just saying the dynamics of these alliances and the
Yeah.
strategy behind this game that they're
It's
playing.
just, yeah, I don't know. And she doesn't confront anything head on. So it's
Never.
just like, it's not going to get resolved.
Or when she does and someone pushes back, she doesn't fight back at all. So then it's
Yeah.
also still like nothing really changes.
Maybe she'll get some strength in Colorado next week. It looks like from the preview, maybe. But we'll see.
Colorado seems to be like a strengthening place.
I guess so. Um, Giselle's talking to Kei, and Kei is saying how she's moving back in with Greg. And Giselle's like, you lost your power by moving in with him because you're never going to get a ring because he knows he doesn't have to get you one. And that's what I call foreshadowing.
When she said this initially, I was like, fuck off. But then I was like, maybe.
Giselle tends to be right.
But like, am I a hater? But I'm just like, okay, and you got married and you got divorced. Like, come on.
I
Like,
mean, facts. That's the thing.
like,
It's like Giselle's saying the truth, but it's also like your situation is a
sure.
little more embarrassing, to be
Getting a man,
honest.
exactly. Getting a man, keeping a man. It's all part of the process. Okay. So don't hate
Yeah.
on girl. At least, like get Wendy to say that. Somebody else. A different messenger.
Not you, Giselle.
No, ma'am.
Eddie tries Stacy's potato salad, and it didn't seem like he liked it. It looked okay.
He really did the most too. They're like, so taste it. And he's like, well, there's other stuff. And then he eats it. And she's like, do you want more? And he's like, there's other stuff. Like,
So I'm like, ooh.
yeah,
Um, the ladies learn about Ashley and Sharice's son, and Stacy says she would take that to her grave. Tia
yeah.
says, well, Ashley is a cutie, so I would be proud. And then Kay says that no one is safe around Ashley. Hide your coochie, hide your young sons, hide your old sons, and hide your daddy-ish daddies. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
no.
ain't that the truth? Um,
Hmm.
Ashley's after everyone.
Yeah.
The Potomac and Ponies party is finally over.
Oh, what about Kamryn's
Oh,
take on
yes.
politics?
She saw the flag on the plate and she's like, it's a Donald Trump plate. And Stacey's like, no, that's just the flag. And she's like, it's the same thing. And I'm like,
It was funny. I was like, okay, Kim. She was very outspoken. Oh, also, we didn't mention last time. Do you remember her saying she has three cell phones and she's getting a fourth?
oh, yeah, she did say something like that.
I
I was
don't know if
like,
that's just like kid talk or if that's real, but I was like, not Cam flexing their money.
right. I know. I'm
Cameron's like
like, are they toy
we're
cell
rich.
phones? She's like, I
No,
have four
like
iPhones. And it's
yeah.
the new iPhones. And I
Yeah,
have
my
the
dad's
Pro
getting
and the
me
Pro
another one.
Max. Oh
She wasn't
gosh.
playing around. She is the cutest. I was like,
She
okay,
is.
Cam, let us hear
Cam is
what
cute. She was Cam also later in the episode when the mom arrives.
else.
Um, and then that scene turns. But before, so after the event, we see Tia and her family meeting about chores, and they are so over her. I feel so bad for her.
You know what it kind of gave?
What?
Because she's like, who keeps kissing the mirror? And like Nathaniel's like chiming in or whatever. And then at the end, she turns and there's like a plate behind her, and she's like, whose plate is this? And the youngest daughter is like, it was mine, but we were having like this family meeting thing. It's giving that they've never had a family meeting, and then they were
Hmm.
having a family meeting because the
She's like
camera's
the yeah, she's
there.
like the show. We need to divvy out the chores and
Yeah,
everything.
let's have a family meeting to do this chore thing. And they're like, okay, what's this? Why are we all sitting down?
Right. It was funny because Nathaniel was also like, what about all the things I've done today? And they're like, what? And he's like, I put the Doritos away. And she's like, no, you didn't.
Nathaniel's funny.
He is. They're all funny. And the other daughter who just constantly looks like she doesn't want to be there.
Oh my gosh, her
Oh.
if looks could kill, she's just like, Mom, seriously? All this?
Uh, we then here learn about Tia's half sister Amira, and that when her father passed away, she felt a necessity to getting to know her. And so we're gonna get to know Amira a little more later in the episode. But then we get Stacy and Theimo having their heated rivalry moment
Oh my gosh.
where they were just working out, flirting.
Oh my gosh, it was so awful and awkward to watch. I low key just want everyone to like go watch our reactions on Patreon because we were both just like, ew.
It was just, I was not into it. I was like, please. And then Stacy was like working out and making all these noises. And she was like, Ashley's bunions aren't the only thing that's been on my countertops. I'm like, shut up. And then she
Girl.
was like, I need to get my butt bigger. And he's like, you don't need to do that. And I'm like,
I was
oh,
like, she kind of, I mean, if she wants to work on it, let her work on it. Timo, what are your preferences? I don't know. I question everything about this guy. Also, he doesn't look fit at all. So for him to be like training her is like kind of ironic. Like,
yeah, it was
she's
just
like,
an odd scene.
yeah, because she's like, I don't want to get like I'm like I take care of myself and I do yoga, but this lifting weights thing, I don't do it. So why are you doing it now? You're just having a scene with Timo. Like you really want to make fetch happen with Timo, and it's
Hmm.
we're not feeling it, girl. Please don't ever tell me anything else about your sex life, please.
No, and it just like it showed a flashback of her with TJ last season working out, and I'm like, oh, is she just trying to make this like a thing? Like,
Oh,
oh, I'm working out
maybe.
with someone I like. I don't know.
Yeah, and then you spilled some tea because you said what Gizelle said.
Oh yeah, but this is just more like what Gizelle thinks,
Mm.
which I mean, I kind of got a glimpse of it when they were like talking and she said something like, he's like, "Are you excited I'm here or I'm living at home?" And she's like, "Yes." Like it felt fake because Giselle in the after show was just like, I feel like the real Stacy doesn't like him. Like this is just
Mm.
a facade. And I'm like, in that moment, I could kind of see it too. I'm like, does she like him?
Yeah. It does give very like performative, like
Hmm.
the sex jokes and stuff like that. Like if you were just be yourself and then maybe like show him less, I would believe this.
Right.
But because it's so like, oh yeah, see, oh, Timo's gonna text me. I sent him a picture. What is it like? It's
Ugh.
like all this.
And it's just like the most awkward selfie, just like, and he's like, I think you have the wrong number. And I'm like, I'm sure he was joking, but still.
Yeah. And I mean, they kind of had the conversation they had was like a little awkward until they started talking about Arabella, and that was
Hmm.
cute. But
That
the
part
rest
was
of it was
nice.
like,
I was like,
I don't want
please
to
get me
see
out of this
this.
gym.
How much longer
Um,
is this scene?
and then we cut to another riveting person, Angel. And she's talking about how she's stressed about her home situation. And then she's going into the Colorado trip. She's going into it with an open mind. And she wants to give them the Wonderland experience, which is her company with her husband, where they
Oh,
like,
is it?
yeah, they do like I had forgot too because she what was it? She mentioned it in like her first episode and then we haven't heard about it since, but they showed
Oh,
a little of
yeah.
it in this one. And it was like they do like retreats or just like activities and like walks and like nature.
Oh, in Colorado?
Yeah.
That's
So
cool. I thought like Wonderland was like a nickname for her house or something.
maybe it is too. But I guess they're gonna be doing some activities in Colorado. So that
All
should be
right.
interesting to
That's
see.
cool. Yeah.
But she says she's not gonna tolerate disrespect. We'll see. Um we get Wendy and her dad next. Before we do see her new home renovations that look very nice and expensive. And they talk about building a pool next.
Or a basement. She's like, pool or basement? They're both like, pool.
I wonder if they got
Why
around
do
to
you,
that.
why do you need a pool? Don't they live in a cold place? Wait, is
Yeah.
Potomac cold?
I feel like when it gets cold, it's cold.
Have we ever seen it snow? I haven't.
I don't think so.
Do they film at a certain time every year? Do we
I
miss
think
the winter?
so. I feel
Oh,
like I've
okay.
seen them in coats before, though. Like they
Okay.
never dress necessarily like it's hot outside.
Right. But maybe they can
So
have a pool.
maybe. Um, but Wendy calls her dad. And at first, the dad is kind of defensive about she's bringing up, like, oh, we haven't talked in 20 years. And like, I was in Nigeria with my family and I didn't see you.
Okay.
There's no use crying over spilled milk. I'm like,
Yeah. He kind of disregarded her.
but then finally, he opens up more and he talks about missing and loving her. And the conversation takes a positive turn and they end up FaceTiming. He says hi to Eddie. It was sweet.
It was sweet near the end.
It was.
Yeah.
It was good. And I was like, okay, this is positive.
And she seemed content with it. She didn't
Hmm.
seem upset that he like at the about the beginning of the conversation. She just
Yeah.
like kind of moved on with it. So I was like, all right, well, if you're cool with it.
If it works for you in that awful hair and
Oh my
makeup.
gosh. First time this season we've seen Wendy in an awful wig. It's very close to her like eyebrow. Like,
It was giving Teresa Giudice
who's that?
from Jersey.
Which
She's the one that flipped the table. She has a small forehead, or she used to. I think there's a rumor that she got it bigger or something.
prostitution whore flipping table? Teresa.
Hmm.
Oh, you said their last name different.
Oh yeah, they say Judice and Judice. They interchange it, but they mostly say
Oh, I was like,
Judice.
is
I
that
said
a
it the
different person?
fancy way.
No, it is giving Teresa though, because her hair was always like this.
Hmm.
Fair,
Um,
fair.
but Wendy, the home renovations look nice, but there was something about in the kitchen island, like where she was sitting, there's like a backsplash that had like a design. I didn't like that part, but everything else looked fine.
I couldn't catch it when we were talking about it, but I'm
It
sure
was
it
like
looked
quick.
funny.
I'm sure we'll see it again at some point.
But it
Um,
does look really nice. Like all
it
of their
does.
appliances, like we've gone above and beyond. Like the custom oven to match the
Hmm.
like there's a lot of fine details that they've added and it looks nice.
A lot of very expensive fine details.
Yes.
I like
Something
the
that you
blue,
might need a lot of like to need to like earn a lot of money to like complete, you know?
especially to get it all done in 2 months.
Oh, yeah, that's quick.
That's quick. My parents got their bathroom done and it took a month, and it's not as big as her whole front of her house.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey.
Hey.
Mm. We get a brief moment with Giselle, which is actually a really sweet one. She's meeting with someone from the National Brain Tumor Society, and she's talking about how it brings her peace because she feels like she's doing things on behalf of her dad, and it just
Hmm.
makes her feel closer to him. And I'm like, this is such a sweet moment.
It was like I think Jalissa said like when we see Giselle like being herself, it's really nice. Like
Hmm.
it is. It really is.
It is.
She has a
Um,
big heart.
she does. But then we get Kei, and this is maybe the most embarrassing
Oh my
scene
gosh.
ever. But before, she's moving back in with Greg for the second time. We see two confessional looks, and she looks stunning in both. One, she's wearing like this brown top and it looks amazing. Another one, it's like this black dress and her waist is cinched. It was just like, I was like, wait a minute, where's her waist?
Where's her body?
What happened? But she looks great. She looks like she deserves more than what she's about to get.
Hmm.
Um, so Greg gives her a gift from Radcliffe Jewelers, and we had seen him shopping there in a previous episode. An angel
Looking
showed
at
up.
rings specifically, yes.
Hmm. Now, I didn't think going in this was going to be an engagement ring, I must say. Just because I feel like we would have known if they were engaged already. People post shit on social media.
Oh, that's why. That makes sense. I was hopeful because I haven't been on social media, but I was
Hmm.
just like, oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's why we were at the store.
At the very least, I thought it would be jewelry. But she starts to open it. It's flowers at first. Okay, nice, nice. And then we see a picture frame.
Maybe it was gold
A picture frame with no picture.
with no picture.
He went to Home Goods and bought a picture frame and put it in
And
that bag.
had to be, had to be.
It
Because I don't
looked
think jewelry
awful.
stores make picture frames.
Not that I know of. And if so, I was listening to some podcast. What was I listening to? I think it was Bitches Better. And they were
Hmm.
saying how like that's the shit you get for free after purchase. And so true. I'm
And
like,
this girl was content. She was
she
like,
goes,
thanks.
ah.
And he said something about they don't make them diamond plated or they don't make them diamond studded, something like that. And they kiss and move on. I was like, my guy, you played in my face in front of these cameras. This is from a jewelry store with no jewelry.
How dreadful. Literally, and she goes in her confessional, oh, we're just two Sagittarius that are like, we run ourselves and we don't do things for the outside applause. It, he still just gave you a picture frame.
It's not even, yeah, it's
It's
not
not
even
about
that.
that. Can he do something for your applause? Are you really clapping about a picture frame? Please,
Please,
Kay.
Kay.
Please, Kay. You are too beautiful to be this desperate and stupid. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like it kind of felt like a prank for a second. Like,
A little bit.
what do we do? Why? And he's like, no, this is the present. It's a picture frame.
And
Uh,
even at the point they start talking about the houses because she's moving in, but still the condo's in her name. And she's like, oh, what's going to happen when we're married? Will it still remain in my name? And he's like, well, when you get married.
Or I think he said if at first, like
Hmm.
if we get married. And then she's like, no, like when we. And he's like, yeah, when you get married. It's like, you can't say when we get married, Greg. You can't say when you and I.
Okay, please run. You could get anybody, you could get billionaires, millionaires by your face card alone. Like, please.
She's so pretty.
Uh,
You could NBA, NFL, whatever you want, sis.
do it
But
all.
here's the thing. I'm not even tripping over them not being married or whatever. It's just that this gift is weird. Like, I like go maybe we had a photo shoot and then the picture and then you give me like an album of all the pictures we took or something, like a little bit of effort. But
You
he
couldn't get
gave
me
her
a
like,
bracelet?
and I don't know if you noticed, but it came in a different box too. He like put them in a bunch of boxes so she would have a bunch to open and didn't even put effort into like getting the box sealed. Like, go get it
Mm.
wrapped up somewhere, wherever you got the flowers. I'm sure they do it for you. Like, he's doing the bare minimum. But I think he really wants these moments on camera to be like, oh, look, I treat her nice. See, look, I helped her move her stuff in. Because remember, she mentioned he didn't help her last time. So he's like,
Hmm.
oh, yeah, I'm helping. Oh, yeah, I'll help you move your stuff in. And here's a gift.
It's
A
just,
bare minimum gift.
it is like, I would venture he's coming across almost worse than last season because at least we saw, like, I don't know, this just feels cruel. A picture
Yeah,
frame?
that picture frame
That
is
was
crazy.
crazy from Home Goods clearance aisle. Really?
It looks so like fake and brittle.
It
Like
wasn't
you could
even
drop in a.
nice.
It wasn't. It was some like gold thin thing.
Mm. Okay, please want better for yourself.
Mhm.
Anyways, we get Tia and her sister Amira, which was a sweet moment next.
So sweet.
Hmm. I noted that the when I was watching, the sister kind of reminds me of this TikToker, Mickey Gordon, a little bit. They look a little alike and they have like a
Mm.
similar energy.
Hmm.
Both very pretty. And Tia's very pretty. She's very the sister also looked really young. I was just like, how old is the sister?
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder what their age gap is.
But Tia was saying that her kids don't know the timeline of like the sister and everything. And that, Tia had opened up to us about how, when it happened, she took her mom's side because her mom wasn't okay with the dad having children outside the marriage. So she didn't build a relationship with, because I think she also has a brother.
Hmm.
But after her dad passed, Amira says that Tia called her and said, I just want you to know that you're loved. And then they start crying, and I'm like, oh my
I
gosh.
almost cried. I was
Ugh,
like,
it was too sweet.
it was adorable. And also Tia. I don't know how I would feel if it was like, this kind of like awkward situation a little bit with like, I have a sister, but like it came in weird circumstances. And my sister calls me up when we've both lost someone we care about to say, I just want you to know you're loved.
Hmm.
Undone.
It was a lot.
Undone. So sweet.
It was the sweetest. I loved it. And then Tia opens up more about how she sees her dad because before her dad like wanted her to invite her brother and sister to her wedding and she said no because she didn't want to like make it about him and it was her
Hmm.
day. But now she realizes growing up that her dad just wanted his kids together.
Yeah.
And she gets like
Yeah.
emotional and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it was really sweet and like very mature of her to like do some self-reflection and like, you know, even having her sister on or like sharing this part of her. I'm sure a lot of people could relate to that.
Yes, Tia's very emotionally mature. I
Yes.
mean, we say it every week. We love Tia.
We love Tia. Her daughters don't appreciate. I'll be your daughter.
Right. I'll be your son. I'll pick up the Doritos.
And
Uh,
actually put them away.
Can we drink some coffee and gab, please? um, and then this is when we get to
Hmm.
the final act, Wendy and her mom. Oh my gosh, they called it too on Bitches Better. They called it Baddies Africa.
Damn! Not baddies,
And I was like,
Africa.
please stop.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, that's so funny.
so Wendy's mom arrives to see the home with Wendy's sister. And they try to greet her and like say, "Oh, welcome, welcome," all this. Wendy still has her hair that way.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but Wendy's mom does seem to like the home renovations. She throws a little shade at Wendy cooking, but
yeah.
normal mom shade kind of, nothing crazy.
Yeah, it was like, oh, kitchen. She's like, look at all the spices. And she's like, well, will you cook something with them? And then like she goes to give or she's like, here's some food, we can eat. Her mom's like, are you gonna fix me a plate? Like
Hmm.
some mom shade.
Yes. And then Wendy brings up her dad. And she says she called him and she was happy with the call. And the sister's just like, look, don't get your hopes up. He's known to do this or whatever. Like, he'll let you down. And like, even though he gave birth to you, and the mom goes, gave birth, I gave birth. He was just a sperm donor. And then Wendy's kind of just like, well, you guys were like married. Like, I wouldn't say that. And then the mom's starting to get a little more activated. And then Wendy's trying to like dismiss her kids. And the mom keeps going. And then Wendy puts her finger and says, give me a moment. And then has the kids leave. Now, this sends the mom a little over the edge. I'd like to
Mhm.
point out the sister saying that the dad gave birth to them kind of started it all, but the finger didn't help because that's what got the mom like activated.
Yeah, like she was already annoyed that Wendy was giving credit to someone who she doesn't like.
Hmm.
But Wendy said, come, she was said verbally, like, hold on, let's send the kids upstairs. So and so, get your sister. I can't remember which son she called, get your sister.
Hmm.
And then the mom kept going and she was like, hold on. The fingers went up. Just
Yeah.
wait a second. And that's what really, really pissed her off.
Hmm.
And I was telling Brandon, from an American point of view, she probably looks crazy, but culturally, that is a
Hmm.
disrespectful thing to do.
Yeah.
Even though you're right, even though she's right, like the kids are here, just wait a second,
Yeah.
like I don't want to do this in front of them. Like that's okay to do, but the finger in your mom's face
Yeah.
is very disrespectful.
It was. And watching it back, I kind of saw it's like, okay, she didn't. So the finger just placement was just stern. It was very stern how she did it. But it wasn't like far, but it was
Mm-mm.
still stern.
And it lingered. It was like,
It
wait.
lingered. So it was kind of like,
It wasn't
okay,
quick. It
it
wasn't
was
like a
towing the line.
definitely, definitely.
So I
It's an
understand.
aggressive finger point.
Yeah, I understand the mom feeling a certain way, but then
Yeah.
the mom's just, the mom has always been interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
Because the kids are not moving very quickly. They're all just
no.
like looking around. Cam's like, why do we gotta go upstairs? It's like, can y'all
Can
move?
you please go?
Go. Just get out.
And the mom's just like, I'm not one of your friends. Don't do that finger to me.
Sheesh.
Um, and then the mom's just talking about how the dad abandoned her and she had to work 4 jobs. Um, and then the sister's like, you shouldn't have pointed. Like, you may have had a good point, but the pointing was bad. The
Mm-hmm.
mom starts crying. Wendy walks away and is just like, she's trying to have a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is where even the mom points out, you walking away is disrespectful. If you knew your African culture, you would know that. And then Wendy's just like confused. And then the sister does tell the mom to lower her voice. And Wendy's like, finally, because you always take mom's side and all this. And then the sister's like, don't talk to me like that. Happy Eddie comes to try to de escalate. Doesn't really succeed.
No, because I think the mom calls Eddie, right?
He like starts to kind of walk over and then they start to chant the bring Eddie back
And
or
that
bring
was
Eddie
weird
out.
too. That was weird. I was like, what are
Yeah,
you
because
guys
it was
doing?
harkening back to the past reunion. They did that,
Yeah.
and I was kind
But
of like,
like
it feels very meta. I
It
don't
does,
know.
but they're also in the middle of an argument and they're like, bring Eddie out. Like, so
Yeah.
both of you are joking all of a sudden, then they go right back into it. She's like, your wife is acting crazy. You need to calm her down. Your wife is acting and Wendy is just like, what do you mean? What's happening?
Yeah. And she's like crying. She's like, I'm so upset. I want them to get the fuck out of my house. And the sister's
Yeah.
like, you want us to get the fuck out of your house? And
Yeah.
so they leave. And on the way out, the mom's like, what an idiot. I can't believe she's doing this.
Yeah.
And
And when
yeah.
she was trying to explain herself, I think when she started saying, like, you guys always do this, like, you always gang up on me, the
Hmm.
mom is like, shut up, Wendy.
Shut the
And
fuck up, Wendy.
and then she says that. And it's like, there was a lot here. A lot happened here.
Hmm.
A lot happened. And like, essentially the mom is mad because she doesn't like the dad, doesn't
Hmm.
understand why Wendy wants to have a relationship with her dad. He's a
Hmm.
sperm donor. Like, why do you give a fuck? I hate
Yeah.
him. I've blocked him out of my life. Like, why do you want to talk to him? And I guess Wendy giving him credit, saying like, well, he did, have a part in making me, was just like over the edge for her. And I was saying that I feel like it's not fair for her to want Wendy, because the sister kind of is too. Like, you want Wendy to like hate him and be cautious around him and all this stuff, which is whatever how you feel, but she's allowed to have her own experience with this guy who is her dad. Like,
Yeah.
it's separate from you. It's not personal, you know?
Yeah.
But it all became very personal, and I guess how Wendy acted set them off. Like, because I would
Hmm.
have walked away if you started tweaking in front of me too. Like, that would bother me. But again, I guess it's disrespectful. So,
Yeah, it's very layered. And Wendy even says after they leave, she's like, this is why I want a relationship with my dad because it's always two against one and I'm always alone. And Eddie's
hmm
like, you're not alone, you have me. But I will say I saw more this episode, and it was some discourse that was happening after their arrest, kind of. Like, I think there's a lot of pressure on Wendy to impress her family
mm,
and to like kind of portray like this glamorous life and show that she's doing well and like seek approval. So even with
mm,
like this home renovation, she wanted to make her mom proud and all this. She's seeking a relationship with her dad. I think there's a lot about Wendy that just doesn't feel good enough.
mm.
And sadly, it pushed them to the point of alleged insurance fraud. Um,
Yeah, I mean, that tracks because I think that I'm not Nigerian, but I'm with someone who is, and I think that pride in your achievements is definitely a thing. Like, if an uncle has a doctorate, you're calling that uncle doctor. You're not calling
mhm.
them uncle, right?
Oh,
Like your achievements matter, and then like being successful matters. And
mhm.
it matters to you, but it also matters to your parents because your parents want to, be able to talk about the things that you do. And so that makes perfect sense. I think that I would say to Wendy, you've done enough. But I bet in her mind she's like, no, I got to keep doing things
Mhm.
to make them proud and keep doing things. So I could definitely see that because having those personal successes seems to really matter.
Yeah.
And also this like concept that your parents should approve of the things you do. Like, there's not like freedom to just be.
Mhm.
You kind of need to be doing something. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta clock in. Like, you gotta do stuff. Like, we're not just proud of you for nothing. Like, you gotta do something to earn it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. And wasn't it earlier in the season where the mom was like, "Oh, it's okay. Your dad doesn't need it. I'll enjoy all this money and all
Yeah.
this and like this house and all this." So,
Yeah, she was like, he's miserable. Like, look at you. You're successful, and I'm enjoying your money.
hmm
Yeah,
so it's a lot, but
it is.
we'll unpack that more, I'm sure, when the arrest is talked about more.
Yeah, but I did feel really bad for her. She did cry, right? I couldn't tell if she
Hmm.
was crying or not. Yeah, she was really upset.
Yeah.
Um, that was very weird. But yeah, I would be pissed if my sister was ganging up on me and my
Hmm.
mom. Like,
Right.
yeah, you both need to get out of
I'd
my
be like, "Are y'all
house.
fucking kidding me? Leave." And there's
Yeah.
always that one sibling that's so close to mom.
Yeah. And like the mom is like essentially I think she feels like I did so much for you. So why do you care about that guy kind of thing? Like
Hmm.
'cause she even brought up how she's helped with the kids and how she went over to Nigeria and he didn't see them. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
get care about you. Like why do you care about that? And so maybe there's some validity there, but Wendy gets to feel however she wants to.
Right. Like, it's normal for her to want to have a relationship with her dad, even if you like provided everything. It's still like a missing piece. But
Yeah.
like, I don't know. We were talking about too how it's kind of like Candace and her mom when Candace wanted to invite like her half sibling to her wedding,
Hmm.
who it was the dad had the kid when married to her mom, and the
Hmm.
mom just made it about her and was just like, why would you do this to me, Candace? Like all this, and like their
Yeah.
dynamic was fucked up in general.
Yeah.
um so it kind of resembled that a little bit.
Yeah, like I get it. I'd be pissed too, but don't bring your kids into it.
Yeah.
They should be able to have a separate opinion. If he's truly an asshole, they'll figure it out for themselves, but you don't need to like do
Hmm.
that, you know?
Yeah.
It's not fair to them.
It's not.
It's weird because it reminds me of the Kardashians a little bit and how Kim always, or at least seems to not talk negatively of Kanye in front of the kids at all. Like
Oh yeah.
she keeps it very PG, and I feel like that's probably the only thing I look at them and I'm like, that's really healthy. You know what I mean? Like you don't, because they get to have their own. She doesn't sit around and like bash him in front of them. She very well could, but she
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know why it made me think of
Uh,
him, but
it's a lot. There's a lot of interesting family dynamics in these shows.
yeah.
But next week we're gonna get Colorado.
We're getting on the road. I'm actually excited because it
I
looked
am
like they like
too.
got on some trails and stuff. They did some
Hmm.
like because I think they talked about fly fishing and like doing all that
Yes.
stuff. And then it looks like there's gonna be like she got a really nice place for them to stay, but doesn't want them in her house.
Yeah, she's like, some of you won't be in my house because I'm not gonna like tolerate either disrespect or just like bring that negative energy.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot. And then we also get a binder event with Monique, so that should be fun.
Yeah. I
Um,
I don't really get the concept, but I'm interested to see what it is.
Same, and I'm happy that we're getting Monique back. It's been a couple episodes without her.
I was thinking that I was like, where has she been? I wonder why she hasn't gone to any of this stuff, like the like
Yeah.
Beyonce thing at least.
I know, right? She must have been busy or something. I don't know. She is just a friend, so it makes sense.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, I'm glad that at least she's
Oh,
like going to be on this trip.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But with that being said, I think that's it for today's episode.
that's it.
Thank y'all so much for watching and listening and all of that. Um, can you please make sure, in the spirit of the holidays, maybe, please rate and review us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts.
Please.
And if you leave a review, we shout those out, good or bad, but we prefer good. And on Spotify, you can give us 5 stars and leave comments on the episodes. Those are fun. If you would like to see our beautiful faces instead of just listening to our beautiful voices, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Shade of It All Podcast. We post clips on TikTok at the Shade of It All Podcast. We have our Instagram at the Shade of It All Pod. Potentially going to delete it, but we'll see. And then, as mentioned earlier in the episode, we have our Patreon at the Shade of It All for $3 a month. You can join us weekly for live watch parties. We're currently watching Potomac every Monday around 8:30 Eastern PM, not AM. Um, and yeah, it's super fun. We always have a good time there, and it's only $3.
Yeah, come join
So
us.
yes. But in the meantime, in between time, happy holidays, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.